A total of 93 Lok Sabha constituencies in 11 states and union territories are voting in this phase of the general elections. Now, in phase 3, 5 states will complete polling: Assam, Chhattisgarh, Goa, Karnataka, and Gujarat, where the BJP candidate in Surat has already won unopposed after other candidates' nominations were rejected or withdrawn. But from Union Home Minister Amit Shah looking to win Gandhinagar with a bigger margin, to Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia gunning to reclaim his Guna bastion, the seats going to polls today are witnessing many interesting fights. In fact, NCP Sharad Pawar faction MP Supriya Sule will go head-to-head with her sister-in-law Sunetra, both staking a claim to the family home ground Baramati in Maharashtra. In 2019, the parties that now constitute the opposition India bloc and the ruling NDA had won 8 and 75 of these seats, with the 10 remaining seats split between the undivided Shiv Sena, the undivided NCP, the Badruddin Ajmal-led AIUDF, and 2 independents. But in terms of vote share, the NDA had got 51.8% of the votes compared to the India bloc's 31.9%. That excluded the votes of the Shiv Sena and the NCP, both of which were united at the time. Our team of reporters are tracking the latest political developments for you. At the moment, I'm joined by Radhika, who's joining us from Gujarat's Ahmedabad, and Tanish Punjabi, who's in Uttar Pradesh's Mainpuri. Let's go across and get you an update from Ahmedabad at the moment, where the Prime Minister is expected to cast a vote at 7:30 a.m. Radhika?
That's right. Prime Minister is expected to cast his vote at about 7:30 a.m. I'm standing outside that particular polling booth where Prime Minister Modi will be casting his vote. I'm just going to show you what the scenes outside this particular polling booth is. Of course, there is going to be a warm welcome of sorts. There is a possibility that he may conduct a mini road show. In fact, he might be walking towards this particular school to cast his vote. Of course, immense security outside, tons of people playing dole to give a warm welcome. As you can see, several locals also standing outside to welcome Prime Minister Modi. Of course, this is the place in Ranip in Ahmedabad where he usually votes. Even during assembly elections, he had cast his vote. Of course, campaigning, as we know, is not allowed. Roadshow is not allowed, as it would violate the Model Code of Conduct. However, there is a possibility that he may be walking some distance to enter the polling booth. So all eyes on that. Of course, Gujarat going to polls today, 25 seats to go to polls. In fact, 1 seat has already been won by BJP unopposed. So therefore, 25 seats going to polls today, and Prime Minister Modi will be casting his vote in this particular constituency, which in this particular polling booth, which comes under Gandhinagar constituency. In fact, this is where Amit Shah is contesting from. In fact, at about 9:15 a.m., Amit Shah will also be casting his vote from another polling booth. In fact, Amit Shah is going against Sonal Patel, who is the former State Congress Mahila Morcha president. So that's the scene. This is the scene. These are the visuals that we are giving you from outside this particular polling booth, where Prime Minister Modi will be walking in and casting his vote. Of course, this is BJP's fort and forte. 2014 and 2019, it had been a clean sweep for the BJP, 26 out of 26 for BJP, and that is something that the BJP is expecting this time around as well. As far as the Congress is concerned, they have allied with the Aam Aadmi Party, as part of the India Alliance deal. So therefore, it remains to be seen whether that will benefit Congress at all. They're also sort of riding on, hopefully, on some sort of anti-incumbency sentiment, and also the Kshatriya anger. There had been Kshatriya protests that had been going on in the state over a remark made by a BJP leader. So these are some of the issues that Congress party is riding on. Congress had not been managed to make any breakthrough in 2014 or 2019. This time it hopes to important seats being contested by Aam Aadmi Party as well, along with the Congress Party. So therefore, there won't be any division of votes. So therefore, that may be advantage India alliance. But at this point, of course, PM Modi will be casting his vote at about 7:30 a.m. in this particular polling booth. Immense security here. Tons and tons of people are here to catch a glimpse of Prime Minister of the country.
So much, Radhika, for joining us with that update from Ahmedabad. Do stay on with us as we get an update now from Uttar Pradesh, where Tanishq Punjabi is reporting from Mainpuri. Tanishq, this time Dimple Yadav is seeking re-election from a father-in-law's stronghold, and her main competition is expected to be the tourism minister in the Yogi Adityanath government, Jaiveer Singh Thakur.
Yes, of course, Parameshwar. And right now I am at the polling booth where Dimple Yadav will be coming and casting her vote. It is in Saifai. Saifai, as we all know, is the native village of the Yadav family. This is the polling booth and the polling has begun. I would like my camera person to just zoom in a little and show the scenes inside the polling station. This is where Dimple Yadav will be coming and casting her vote. The Akshay Yadav has already arrived here. He casted his vote and you can see the polling process has begun. This is a pink booth by the Election Commission of India, and he's going Dimple Yadav is going against Jaiveer Singh, the tourism minister in the Yogi Adityanath government. He is also an MLA from Mainpuri Sadar constituency. The polling process has begun. Mainpuri is one of the key, very important seats for this, especially for the Samajwadi Party, because Mainpuri, Kannauj, all these are considered to be strongholds of the Samajwadi Party, and the BJP, of course, is eyeing to penetrate these forts of the Samajwadi Party in order to achieve their 80 on 80 target. But of course, there is a sizable Yadav population here in Mainpuri that of course is very brings advantage to the Samajwadi Party. This is the native village of the Yadav family, Mulayam Singh Yadav, where I am right now, the Saifai village, and Dimple Yadav will be coming here at any moment. She is expected to come here at around 7:30 and cast her vote. Yes.
Right, as you are reporting, Mainpuri is a stronghold of OBCs where of around 1 million voters. The Yadav number is around 4,25,000. But Tanishq, has Dimple Yadav's call resonated with the voters there?
Yes, of course. The people of just like Raebareli, the people of Mainpuri have they feel that they have a personal connection with Dimple Yadav. She is fondly known as Dimple Bhabhi Dimple Bhabhi. When we speak to Karyakartas, all of them address her as Dimple Bhabhi. So of course, the not just Dimple Yadav, it is the Yadav surname that matters to them, the Samajwadi Party symbol that matters to them. So be it anyone on that symbol and from that family, it definitely it impacts the voters in this constituency. And against her is Jaiveer Singh, an MLA from the Mainpuri Sadar constituency. He actually belongs to Firozabad. So of course, a tough fight here, a minister in the UP government. But the Yadav surname definitely matters here in this constituency. She had been touring around since the announcement of her candidature. She has been touring. She has been visiting places, holding small public meetings. Akhilesh Yadav has been here. He also addressed a couple of rallies. So of course, the outreach did go on for a long period of time in this Samajwadi Party stronghold.